What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pure Evil MMA. I have a special guest with us here today, another standout from the season of The Ultimate Fighter. We got the fight god on the line, Dulani Perry, joining us. What's going on, Dulani? How you doing?
Nothing much, man. Chilling, hanging out.
So, man, coming into this season, there were so many guys that were undefeated. You walking in, to me, immediately, I was like, what is this guy all about? Going into this, was it what you expected?
Yeah, it was. Top athlete for the world. Everybody's talented. Everybody's good. Nobody sucks. Everybody's undefeated. You go into with a mentality thinking you're never going to lose, but nobody on the show ever lost before, so, some people do got to take a loss. Obviously, everybody can't go home undefeated because we're going to have some fights. So, it was an amazing experience, best experience of my life, and happy I was there.
Well, you've seen some of the past seasons before. You've seen how, some of the guys on there have interacted before. Going into this season, did you realize that, listen, Ultimate Fighter isn't doing as good as it used to do? It needs some characters, it needs some action. You came and you had all the tools that the show really needed to spice up a few of the episodes that you really shined on. How much of that was pure and how much of that was, entertainment side of it, knowing that, you're trying to help the company?
Well, nothing's pure. Everything's business with me. I don't do nothing for free. I do everything for the fee. So me, I'm looking to make sure every decision I make, I'm making sure that I go in with the mindset to get as much money as I can and get as much exposure as I can to open up more doors for myself in the future. So if you pay attention, 16 fighters in the house, only one fighter in the house had a billboard, which was me. Also, if you paid attention to Tough Talk, even though I lost, it really didn't matter because out of everybody that went to Tough Talk on the show, I'm the only loser that made it on the show. So the show that you see gave me a lot of airtime. They gave me a lot of publicity, even though I lost my fight. And they knew that previous to the show airing. So, they knew what to do. They know who the star of the show was. And I put myself in a position to make myself the star of the show. That didn't just happen by chance. I did everything strategically. And if you look at the shows that has the most viewings, all of the shows that have the most viewings are the shows that I stirred up a lot of controversy. So, I did my job. I wanted to get my shot.
Well, one of the controversies that you started, obviously, was a fight that kind of broke loose, but then kind of died down in those moments. I forgot who it was against. Well, was it against Suman, or who were you beefing with by the front door?
Not Suman. That was Jose Martinez. In the van. We came off the van and to the house.
That's right. You were bugging him in the van, saying, I got all this. You're nothing outside of here. Did that escalate, or did that just die off right then and there?
And I died off because we're professionals. We're in the moment, but we have spikes. We're professionals, so we killed when we got to the house. That's our goal. But I didn't really care about that. I know what I'm doing. I know that I need to create some controversy so I can get the viewers watching the show and paying attention to me.
Yeah, you got everybody all heated up. Even Joe Giannetti, who was like kind of a quiet guy, at least in front of the cameras, he even threw some stuff off the counter. I was like, have you not seen the past seasons? But you were just talking about your experience on Tough Talk with Michael Bisping. I tuned into that, man. I thought that was absolutely hilarious, having Bisping put on all those chains, and you really were pushing the point that a lot of these fighters don't understand. This day and age, it really is moving towards the entertainment business. You have to be a well-rounded fighter that's winning their fights, and you also have to know how to act in front of the mic. What was the lesson that you were really trying to teach on Tough Talk there? Because Bisping, he was having some fun there, but it really seemed like you were trying to push the lesson of what these fighters need to do, kind of following your footsteps and the guys before you.
Well, absolutely. A lot of fighters need to fight in my footsteps. A lot of fighters need to follow my footsteps because it's as much as it is fighting, but it's business before it's fighting. So if these people can't make money, if the company can't make money, then they don't have no reason to sign you. I mean, if you can't sell those tickets, they don't care how good of a fighter you are. Realistically, it's all about helping them make money. You understand? Who cares how good of a fighter you are? There's millions of great fighters all over the world. There's great fighters that you'll never even see fight on a mainstream level, just fight through them. So it's not about who's the best fighter. chains represent me, and I gave him money. He made money rain. I had to throw him money. So it's like they created a whole segment for me on Tough Talk, which they never did for nobody else either. When Michael Bisping, he told the Tyler Diamond guy, he said, go over there. We're gonna do a little segment on Dulani. That's special. But like I keep telling you, this happened by no coincidence. I put myself in position to make these things happen. And if more fighters follow my footsteps, there wouldn't be so many fighters out here talking about they're broke and UFC doesn't pay enough money, Bellator doesn't pay enough money. A lot of fighters out here are saying that and they don't have no money because they don't know what to do. They're just concerned about fighting. The sport is bigger than just fighting. Conor McGregor is not just a fighter, he's an entertainer. If you look at Floyd Mayweather is not just a fighter, he's an entertainer. I mean, why did Kimbo Slice get signed? Kimbo Slice was some street fighter. Nobody believed that Kimbo Slice would come to the UFC and beat up all these professional fighters who's been trained in martial arts for 10 and 15 years and things like that. They signed him because they knew he could make money. They knew he could sell tickets because he already had a YouTube back. He already had his own crowd of people. So that's kind of me too. If you look at the show and you pay attention to who got the most followers, only one person got a lot of followers, and that's Luis Pena. He passed me now. He's at 20,000 followers on his 22,000 followers on his Instagram. But I got the most followers too. I got 15.6 thousand followers. So we're the only two people that really gained major exposure. You got the two people that won the whole thing. They don't even have any followers on Instagram, so nobody's paying attention to them. So shout out to them for being good fighters, and that's cool. They're martial artists, very good martial artists. They won the show, but who cares if nobody knows you and you have those doors that you can open for yourself to go through in the future to make money?
And that's the thing here, man. I mean, Stipe was an amazing coach on this season, but I feel like he was missing something that now he got the fire after this loss to DC. He's all fired up. Did you feel like Stipe maybe could have done a little bit more to promote himself as a champion and this being one of the last seasons of Ultimate Fighter, do you think there was a little bit more that Stipe could have done?
Well, as far as you're talking about in terms of Stipe promoting himself?
Yeah.
I don't think he's really too concerned about promoting himself because he is the heavyweight champ of the world, and Stipe is just such a good-hearted guy. Like in the show, like a lot of things y'all didn't see is like he always took us out to eat and stuff like that. He took us out to play games, like go-kart riding and stuff like that. Stipe is he's really a humble guy. He's not really like the out there kind of guy. But I think if he was out there a little more, he could definitely make more money than he's making, even though he's making a whole lot of money now. I think he's one of the highest paid UFC fighters right now. But controversy always sells. That's American history. Controversy sells in America. And if he was a little more out there, he could make a lot more money. But he is making a lot of money, so we can't just sit here and say, Stipe's not doing the right thing because he's pretty well off.
Well, yeah, that's not even my point. My point being, like, obviously after the fight, and we're going to get into the fight and see what your thoughts were, but DC versus Stipe, afterwards, we all know that Brock Lesnar entered the octagon, and there's a reason why that happened. If you look at 2016, 17, and now 18, moving on to 2019, we're really lacking a lot of big entertainment stars where, our big stars like Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, even John Jones. I mean, they have to kind of pull in an outside source, even though Brock is, WWE guy, he has worn UFC gold. Were you a little upset with this Brock Lesnar thing, or do you think this is, there's a reason behind all that, and the fighters aren't picking up on it?
It was genius. It's a money move. That's what needs to happen, You need Brock Lesnar in there. It's a money move. That's why he went in there and he pushed Daniel Cormier. You think all this stuff isn't staged? You think they didn't plan that? The way he called Brock Lesnar out, it looked like WWE. And then Brock Lesnar gets in there and he pushes Daniel Cormier all crazy, and everybody's jumping, looking like they're gonna fight. We all know they're not gonna fight, but they make it look like that for the greatest entertainment and for the money, man. They gotta stir up some fire so that the people are eager to want to get in there and see the fight. I mean, what fight who did you want to see fight the most on that show? Me and Tyler Diamond. You had the number one pick versus the last pick, but the last pick got the biggest belt in the house, and his name is Fight God. Come on.
You know, I liked what Suman did too, getting you putting support behind you, dressing up like you. That was pretty. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Sumon's my boy, man. Good guy.
And
Good guy right there.
another thing that I definitely respect, I was talking to Lewis about this, about you, you know, that mentality that you held. Muhammad Ali once said, I had to make myself believe that I was a champion before I could become a champion. And I really saw that within you, trying to make yourself believe that you were one of the best in the house. I mean, all these guys are undefeated. All these guys have, you know, a fair chance at the top, but you being one of the bottom seeds going up against the number one seed, I really enjoyed the mentality that you were trying to hold, bringing yourself into that fight. What do you think went wrong there going into that fight against Tyler Diamond?
Who's Lewis that you said you was talking to?
I was talking to the Violent Bob Ross. I was telling him that I really.
Yeah, well, honestly, I really didn't. You know, I kind of felt like I lost that fight because I wasn't really paying attention to winning the fight. That wasn't, to be honest, that wasn't my goal, and I should have made it my goal more. Like, bro, I'm a fighter, bro. Like, first of all, I'm on the show for a reason. So, like, a lot of people talking shit because of like the way I lost, but it's like I got there. You got to think, to get there, I don't suck. Like, if you watch all my fights are all entertaining fights. None of my fights are boring. All my fights, when you look at them, they're very entertaining. I dance, I play around with the guy, I do fancy things, like, you know. But my mind wasn't focused on winning a fight. My mind was more focused since the day I got in there was to win the show. You understand? To win the show with superstar personality and create controversy. So by the time the fight came, you know, I'm going against the guy Tyler Diamond, who his motive the whole time was to win the fights. So, you know, usually when I'm in the streets, usually when I'm at home and I got fights here, I pay attention. I do my whole camps and pay attention to winning the fights. You know, so when I get in there, that's what I do. I win the fight. But my mentality wasn't that, because this is bigger than winning the fight. I mean, this is winning the show, because you don't know. Everybody's undefeated. You don't know whether you're going to win or lose. So the greatest thing for me, the thing that I'm paying attention to is, look, even if I lose the fight, if I win the show, I'll have no choice but to get called back, you know, because they'll know that I'm the guy with the popularity. I'm the guy that can make the money. So that's what I went in there and did. And by the time the fight came, I kind of fucked up because I wasn't thinking about winning the fight as much. But it doesn't matter, bro. Like, that didn't make me or break me. First of all, the fight doesn't count in the record, so I'm still undefeated. It doesn't even matter. And I gained the most exposure on the show. Me and Luis Pena, we're the two guys that created the most exposure out of everybody on the show. So, you know, it don't mean that some guys won fights and they still got 2,000 followers, you know. So it don't matter if you win your fight but nobody knows you. You can't make money if nobody knows you. You have to have people that are going to spend money to support you in order for you to make money. You understand? Companies have to see you. In order for them to sponsor you, they want to know that you have a following. So it doesn't matter that I lost that fight, because I'll be back and I'll beat up a lot more people. And they'll just say that's the guy that was an Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, he lost there, but he's back and he's beating people up again. You know, so it's no big deal.
And like you said, you're undefeated. You're 4-0 right now. And you're training at one of the best gyms on the planet. What was the response that you got when you went back home? And what were your coaches saying? What were your teammates saying to you? Were they watching the season first off?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's watching the season. Everybody in my gym was watching the season for me. So, you know, everybody thought I was going to win. Nobody ever thought I was going to lose. People know how talented I am. UFC fighters come to my gym all the time and I spank them. Like, you know, so it's like, there's no doubt about my talent. It's just that it was a little, I feel I was a little starstruck too. Like, you know, like it was a little weird, like being around Dana White and all these people fighting. It's like, oh my God, it was like all these cameras in my face. You know, I was a little starstruck, but these guys ain't more talented than me. I beat up UFC fighters in my gym all the time. So it's like, I ain't even worrying about that. Like, it don't matter. I'm still undefeated. I got no losses on my record. I gained a lot of exposure on the show. You know, I got big time sponsorships looking at me. A lot of people looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. I'm the star of the show. Everybody's in my DMs. Everybody's telling me they're rooting for me. Everybody's writing under my comments. You could go look at my Facebook, my Instagram, everything. I got more followers than everybody on both of them. You know?
Yeah, people watching the video cast, they can see that you got, 14.6 1,000 followers. We're looking at the picture of you and Dana White, and it seems like a lot of guys on this season were really taken back by, Dana White's there and his son's there watching, and it's a huge experience. So my question to you is, what was your number one takeaway that you're always going to remember from season 27?
Just to train hard, man. There's people at the top level in the world, man. It's a lot different from fighting on a local circuit. I mean, everybody out there is as good as you and better. Like, in life, there's no shortcuts. You want to be great, you got to work hard, but in terms of working harder, you also got to work smarter. Sometimes it's about you working smarter more importantly than it is about working harder, and that's what I try to implement, and I hope that more people look at me and implement the same thing so that they can make money, because if you're just a good fighter, you'll be broke. Fighting doesn't really pay you good unless you're controversial. So, guys, learn how to get out there, get more controversial, and have some personality and get some money. I mean, fighting is a job. This is not like, I don't care about being the best fighter, because at the end of the day, if you're the best fighter, you don't make no money, you can't go home and pay your bills, you're not successful in life. This is a job. People are doing this to pay their bills. So do what you got to do to make money. And being controversial is going to make you money. Being quiet and humble, that's not going to make you no money. You'll be broke and wondering why you're breaking bones and getting black eyes and you're not making no money. You'll feel like an idiot. So you listen to me, you'll be happy. You'll make a lot of money. You'll pay your bills. You treat your girlfriend right. Raise your kids the right way. You'll be very happy. So just follow the Fight God. Also follow me on Instagram at FightGod_. Facebook at Dulani Perry, and I'll keep entertaining you guys and keep giving you guys tools to just maximize your potential in life.
Before we let you go, Dulani, I need to ask you, what did you think about the fight for UFC 226 between DC and Stipe? Did you see it going that way?
Stipe's a big guy, and when I was previous to that fight happening, that's what I was thinking about. I said, I think Daniel Cormier has a lot of skill, but I was also looking at Stipe, and I just kept saying, that's a really big guy. And that's the only way I thought that he was going to win, just by being big and being stronger than DC. Other than that, I didn't think that he was more talented than DC. So I thought that it would be more of a wrestling thing for DC, the way he was going to win. I thought that he would put him on his back and maybe ground and pound or something like that, or just take control on the ground. But I didn't think a chance that he was going to win standing up by knockout, because Stipe has such a long reach advantage. But he did a good job of putting his chin down and getting inside, and you see that's what he did. He put his hands up, chin down, took one on the way in, he got inside real close and hit him across the bottom of his chin, and that's it, lights out, baby. But that goes to show you too that winning and losing doesn't matter. Stipe's heavyweight champion of the world, one of the highest paid fighters in the UFC. He got knocked out the first round, so what, are you going to take away his credit too? No, fighters win, fighters lose, it don't matter. Things happen, he'll be back after another $1 million fight. It'll be good.
There was one last hilarious moment that I got to bring back up. Before you were going into that fight with Tyler Diamond, DC was kind of ragging on you about that little teardrop. First, how did that happen? Was it just the wind? Was it something that Tyler said to you? What exactly happened in that moment?
It's a production, Jim, because they're filming a reality show, so they have bright lights in the sky. These lights are bright. When they're making you stare down, this was like the longest stare down that I've ever done in my life. So first of all, for some reason, my eye always waters. My eye always waters anyway, but I had shades on, so I was pretty good. If I didn't have those shades on, my eyes probably would have watered a lot more than that. But, in the stare down, you're not really trying to blink. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm not really trying to blink. I'm trying to just keep my eyes straight. And that's what I was doing. I was trying not to blink, and I was trying to just look him straight in the eyes. And I don't know, the light, man, it just got the best of my eyes, and it dropped the tear.
And I started cracking up because when you were on Tough Talk following, they brought that up and you're like, who is DC to say that I'm crying? Because, his moment. I got to give you props for that. I was rolling around laughing. Karen was loving it. And, man, you definitely stood out this season. Even though you lost your fight, you're definitely one of the guys that stood out. And I'm really looking forward to your next fight. We're definitely going to be following you along with these other 15,000, 16,000 people on Instagram. and Facebook. Last but not least, do you have anything else that you would like to get out on the table before we let you go?
Just follow me on Instagram at FightGod_. Follow me now.
Dulani, thank you so much. Have a blessed day and behave yourself. There you go, guys. Dulani Perry, the Fight God, joining us here on Pure Evil MMA. We've wrapped up about 3/4 of that entire cast, and it's crazy because the season is now over. We have one season left, and let me say this, I just found out that, yes, it is going to be heavyweights. It's going to be coached by Kelvin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker, but did you know this? There is still going to be 145-pound female featherweights that are going to be joining the heavyweights. This is going to be a really interesting season. It's going to be going out with a bang, especially since it's the heavyweights. Guys, I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA, mymmanews.com. Subscribe down below. We got all new merch up at teespring.com/Pure Evil MMA swag. I'll catch you in just a little bit.